Happy New Year, MOSH students. For those that don't know me, I am the chair of the Department of Movement Sciences and Health, or as we affectionately call it, MOSH, or our MOSH pit. But so glad to have you back this spring semester. Looking forward to seeing you all in the halls. Please stop by, say hello, let me know how your break was, send a text message or respond to an email here. And I do hope that you had a restful holiday season. That might be an oxymoron, that those two don't really necessarily go well together, but so glad to have you back. Or for those of you that are online, just getting started again on another semester. But I'm sure you have your own goals, your own New Year's resolutions, but one of the things I wanted to challenge you all with as you start off this semester is just staying committed to your academic course, your courses that you've signed up for, this plan of study. You're so close for some of you to graduating and just finishing up, and maybe some of you are just beginning, but somehow academia is something that we don't necessarily try to get our money's worth. It's really quite odd the way that we do that. We would, return to the counter if we didn't have the right order. But when we spend thousands of dollars on our education, yet somehow we don't expect our money's worth there, or at least invest the time. So commit the time to your courses and commit to your schedule. It's early on in the semester. Perhaps you don't have a bunch of responsibilities that you've said yes to. Guard that time. You have committed to being a student. And so that means going to class. That means doing your homework. That means really investing in yourself here and saying, you know what, I've signed up for these classes. I owe it to myself to do well in these classes, to study, to make sure I'm staying after class and asking questions, going to maybe office hours and things like that to make the most of this time. This isn't something to just try to scrape by and see how you do, and you'll go on occasion. Really dedicate yourself to attending class. That's the biggest thing. It sounds silly, but just showing up, then being aware of what the assignments are, having those relationships and that good rapport with your classmates as well as the faculty. And again, for those that are online, one, if you're able to come to campus at all, still stop by and see your faculty. But if you're not, schedule Zoom meetings. We enjoy talking with you and getting to know you and how you're, progressing through the plan, your program. So make sure to take that time. And I do want to say one more thing that is maybe going to upset you a little bit, because I see from time to time looking at faculty evaluations from students, and students will say this: teachers and faculty, they don't think that I have a life. They think that their class is the only course. And I do want to tell you, and I know that's frustrating, but I do want to tell you that the way that semester hours work at a university, there is a certain amount of time that is expected that students will attend a class, but built into those credit hours, there's also a certain amount of time that you will be given, expected to be working on assignments and studying. And for a 3 credit hour class, we're going to do some quick math here. For a 3 credit hour class, you are expected to be on campus or in that class synchronously 2.5 hours of FaceTime with the class. So 2.5 hours are just getting the instruction from the faculty, the professor, from the instructor. So 2.5 hours a week for a 3 credit hour class, and then a minimum of 6 hours that should be dedicated to students studying, students performing out of class assignments and things like that. So if you do that math, that's 8.5 hours at minimum, 8.5 hours at minimum that should be allotted per 3 credit hour class. So let's say you've signed up for 4 credit hours, that's 8.5 times 4 during the whole week, obviously not during the day, but that you need to allot for each and every class. Now, I know not every class takes that time, and I know some other classes take way more than that time, but just wanted to give you that average there for you to understand, maybe just real quick and easy, making that about 9 hours to be on the safe side that you allocate. Yes, that's to attend the class as well, but it's to do all your homework. So like I said, 4 classes, that's 36 hours during the week. You divide that up over, 7 days, 36 divided by 7, you're looking at about 5 hours a day at minimum that need to be allotted. And again, that's just for 4 courses. So as you're kind of planning around your schedule, and I'm not saying for you to drop classes or whatnot, but just letting you know the commitment that's expected on your part. You're paying for it. You have signed up. You're saying, I want to do this, and you're worth it. You're worth that investment. So just want to give you a little pep talk. I know there's only about 8 of you that have made it to the end of this video, but if there's any way I can be an encouragement to you, that I can help you out, please stop by all of your faculty, say hello. Again, shoot an email, shoot a text message. Let's set up a Zoom call, whatever it happens to be. But have a wonderful, wonderful semester. I will be talking to you soon. And again, here available for anything that I can do to help you out and support you in any way. Go Argos.